okay? Deep down inside, they're phony. This is precisely what I was talking about. If you're literally going, the rapture is happening today, but you are on your phone and you're filming yourself like that, then you obviously don't fully commit to the situation, right? Wendigoon apparently found somebody that thought the rapture was today. I found a live stream with a guy who said the rapture was today, and they were very adamant that it would happen at 11:36 EST, sunset in Israel. And then 11:37 happened. I asked, what now? And the chat said the rapture was starting, but it's slow. So be on the lookout, I guess. Update, when he realized 11:36 had passed, he said, yes, so he's going until midnight time then. Update, I have been timed out. Update, I have been banned. One of the hosts said he needed to go grocery shopping, and I asked why. Why would he need to grow groceries? Why would he need to get groceries? I'm losing my mind. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would you need food? The rapture took place already. I think the saddest realization for that person is supposed to be that he was not a firm and committed believer in Christ. It happened and he didn't get raptured. This is why they need to be socialist. Okay. I got raptured this morning, as you guys saw. And then I brought myself back. I did a sin on the way up just so I could stay behind and make sure that everybody else is also firmly committed to the gospel, firmly committed to Jesus Christ, and behave in the exact same way that he did, which is objectively socialist. Okay. Many people don't understand. That's why I'm here. Okay. I was on my way up and I thought, God, I still have a mission. Okay. I still have a mission. On the way up, I said the Shahada, and then God was like, oh shit, you're Muslim. We're sending your ass back down. I was like, don't worry. I'm going to keep going back. Yeah, no, it's actually the pocket blue chew that I had with me. It turns out that was a L. I fluffed a little too hard, tugged it a little too hard because I wanted to make sure I was looking nice and ready, you know what I mean? And I tugged it a little too hard and a little nut came out. And then God was like, you can't during the rapture. What the fuck's wrong with you? And he sent my ass back down. I'm lying about the Shahada thing. Yeah, he didn't care about that. He did care about masturbation though. They did. I'm sorry. I'm misgendering God up. Listen, it happens. You can fluff it. You just can't fluff it to completion. And I did. Okay. My bad. My mistake. But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing that I fluffed it to completion so I can come back and save all of you. Anyway, so yeah, that's real. The rapture is actually real. It's not fake. Watch your mouth. What's wrong with you? Little Fart Jr. Little Fart Jr. says, watch your mouth. What's wrong with you? What, I can't make fun of the rapture not happening when so many people were 100% certain? What are you, a real evangelical Christian dispensationalist? Like, is that what's going on? Like, this is a bridge too far? Is that where we're at? Why do you disrespect Christianity so much? First of all, this isn't Christianity. Okay? What the do you mean? This is one sect of Christianity. Don't even get me started on this shit. This is not even something that other Protestants believe. This is like straightforwardly an American-born cult. Corn, jizz, and ass play. Oh my God, why am I responding to these people? Yeah, rapture is not canon. Some Scottish dude decided it was going to happen. And then everybody was like, you know, watch your mouth. My 1-year-old is watching with me. Okay, well, they're not going to learn anything. Don't worry. Yeah, there was no like rapture mentality until the 1800s. Some random guy was like, this is a great idea. Or was he South African? He wasn't Scottish? I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. Some random dickhead was like, this is a cool idea. And then Americans are so insane that they just like totally got on board with it. Blast off meme is too late. I already blasted. None of us are getting Harponzo bean, dude. None of us. I'm just going to say Catholics on top. Okay. No disrespect, but Catholics on top, bro. They got crazy ass stuff that they believe, but at least it's like kind of metal. You know what I mean? Like a piece of a saint. Like that's crazy that they just like chopped up all of their saints and they're like, here's the fingertip of this like deity. And it's crazy. I will never get over that. Catholics are so crazy, dude. Respect to the Catholics. Except for the whole stuff. That stuff is not good, okay? You really need to dial that back. Once you figure the stuff out, you are A-okay in my book, okay? I mean, Muslims do it too. We have like a piece of be upon him, his beard. You know what I mean? Like they do stuff like that too. A little bit. Maybe that's why I feel a sense of closeness to Catholicism in that regard. Hasan, we literally drink blood and eat human flesh every single week. Transfiguration, do not with us Catholics, is true. From Megaphonics. Followers of Christ, 5 hours till rapture. If Amazon same-day delivery is unavailable, poke a hole in a water bottle. Revelation 21:27. Nothing unclean shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. That is crazy. We have Oliver Plunkett's head in a glass case in a church in Ireland. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. The head of the blessed Oliver Plunkett. Like, this is what I mean. This is so metal, dude. This is so metal. That kind of shit is crazy. It is like, Catholicism is so insane to me that I do have to respect it a little bit. Like, they do stuff like this and it's just straight up Warhammer. Which is funny because, like, yeah, Warhammer, no shit. They stole a lot from all of the religions, specifically Catholicism. Is pretty wicked. Are you also making fun of other religions? I mean, I make fun of all religions and all of the strange stuff that exists in every single one. But whenever someone asks me this question, it always feels suspicious. You know what I mean? It's always like, come on, be racist now. You know, that's usually what it is. Nobody has ever followed this up by being like, nobody has ever followed this up with like a very funny quip. It's always some like heinous shit that they add on. You know what I mean? I'm just here to instigate. Okay, well, at least you know where you're at. Yeah. Because like if you were actually listening to what I was saying, I was making fun of the Catholics. I was even making fun of the Muslims too. Like I was making fun of Islam too. But like you didn't hear that. You were too predisposed with getting a you wouldn't be talking about this. Anyway, the humiliation continues. Oh, for Adam Friedland. He was called Adam Freeman. Comedian Adam Friedman. Anyway, where was I? So are you atheist? I didn't say nothing. Okay. It's all right. Floating up the Valhalla right now. Okay. Yeah, we blasted off already. We blasted off. Isaac Chodener, he's done it again. Okay. Did it again. This man, the legal scholar Cass Sunstein argues for a more expansive definition of an ideology under threat. This time, it's can liberalism be saved? We're obviously going to talk about that. Isaac Chodener is for all the losers, okay? People like us. He just, like, I don't even know what his worldview is. Like, I don't think he's like a firm and committed anti-Zionist by any measure, but I think he is an instigator, right? He is just like an annoying instigator, which is precisely the reason why anytime someone is on the other side of that call, someone that receives that call, they're just going to get grilled nonstop. He's an equal opportunity instigator. I don't know why the people talk to him. There's never been an interview that anyone has conducted with Isaac Chodener where on the other side of that interview, everyone read it and went, wow, this man is so brilliant and certainly not a completely insane person. Okay. It's just, he just keeps grilling over and over again, which is kind of crazy because like that's literally basic bare minimum journalism that he's doing. You know, just follow-up questions, I guess. So anyway, we'll cover that in a second too. St. Mark's head was stolen from Alexandria in a pickle jar by Venetian sailors. That's dope. It's like how people are willing to talk to CoffeeZilla. Yeah, I don't get it. I think he's got a pretty strongly held worldview, but yeah, I have no idea why these people keep talking to him. The New Yorker cred's doing unbelievable work. Yeah. When I go to the New Yorker festival, I think that's what I'm going to, but when I go, I'll do it. Wait, what is this? Rapture Clownery Archive. Oh no.
Just like pacing back and forth, like literally about to meet him, dude.
Or no.
Like literally in an instant.
I just feel like you're just not godly if you're this slammed to your phone. Am I crazy? There's just something so satanic about these things that I feel like if you got, first of all, you got a nose ring, girl. Haven't you seen Kirk Cameron's Left Behind series? You got a nose ring. You ain't going to heaven. That means you're a liberal Democrat, okay? Nose ring, automatic Clinton voter. You are not, and I don't mean Hillary, I mean Bill, okay? The worst kind. You are not going to heaven. Everybody knows this. Did she not get the memo? That cross is not going to save you. Have you not watched the Kirk Cameron movies? The cheating pilot's daughter has a nose ring and probably donates to Greenpeace. She's not getting sucked. It don't matter if you are a believer. Everybody knows this. I watched the movies. If you're a liberal Democrat, you're not going to heaven. Only conservatives. The cheating pilot and the cheating pilot's liberal Democrat Greenpeace adjacent daughter did not get sucked into the heavens because she had a nose ring. The cheating pilot father also didn't get clothes because he was, cheating. Because he was Kirk Cameron's IRL wife on the side, which is understandable because she is a babe, okay? She is a babe. And then she got a job at the UN. Guys, I know all about the Rapture, okay? I've learned everything I needed to learn about the Rapture. I watched the Kirk Cameron series, not the Nick Cage one. I watched the Kirk Cameron series, so I know. Do you think we will see a higher suicide rate today because of no Rapture? No, we will not. You want to know why? Because they're fake. These guys are phony, okay? Deep down inside, they're phony. This is precisely what I was talking about. If you're literally going, the Rapture is happening today, but you are on your phone and you're filming yourself like that, then you obviously don't fully commit to the situation, right? It's the same principle behind like all these like conservative trad wife influencers, right? Like if you're a trad wife, if you're a real trad wife, you're not supposed to be on camera. You're supposed to be churning butter barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, it's demonic to assume that women get to have a say in society if you are like a real psycho tradcath, You're just cosplaying. And I think there is a cosplay element to all of this. When someone's like, oh man, the Rapture is going to happen. And that's precisely the reason why I got to get my phone out and film it and document it. It's like,
in an instant, chariots of fire, bam, Jesus. Like, dude, it's literally like bigger than like anticipating your wedding day.
Yeah, this is also why I'm saying like, I mean, look, let everybody have fun, right? Let everybody LARP, let everybody have fun. Who cares, right? But this is why I always say like, it's just, I don't think that it's real. I don't think it's like there's a full commitment here. There is an element of performance associated with this that I think many religious people do, especially in the modern day, where it's not just like something that is private for you. It's not just between you and God, right? It's something that is front facing, something that you outwardly declare to the rest of the world. Evangelicals do this more than anybody else too. Like they just have to, like Jews, for example, they don't do this, right? Because they don't have a need for proselytization. They don't, they're not doing conversions. They're not trying to get people to become Jewish. So, but Christians, on the other hand, are like way more aggro with it, where they're just like in your face. Evangelical Christians specifically, they always evangelize. And I guess the only Jews that do it is to other Jews, like the Orthodox Jews that will stop you on the road and be like, "Are you Jewish? The Messiah is going to come back." Like that's maximum what they do, and that's like an internal thing, right? Whereas evangelical Christians are like doing it. It's virtue signaling, basically. It's not really a virtue, but it's a fake virtue signaling mission for many of them, is what I mean. Unlock your phone.
Don't forget to unlock your phone. If you are a pre-tribber like myself and you truly believe that Jesus is going to come and
yeah, bro, listen, guys, it's still happening. What I need you guys to do is just take out all of your money, okay? Because obviously Jesus Christ himself said it. A rich man has a harder time getting into heaven than a camel has a rich man has a harder time getting into heaven, getting in through the gates of heaven than a camel through the thread of a needle, right? So what you're supposed to do, the rapture's still on, okay? Take out all your money. Take out all of your money and then put it outside, okay? take out all your cash, go to your bank. I know they're going to be like, oh, $10,000 and above. Like, we're going to inform the feds that you're taking the money out, but it doesn't matter because the rapture is happening anyway. So who gives a shit? Go to the bank, do a bank run basically, and instantly put the cash outside. You're going to heaven anyway, and this is the only way you can be raptured. So definitely do that. Also, if you have a Steam Deck or a PlayStation 5, you're not going to bring that with you anyway. Put that outside as well. That is the devil. Japanese people made that, okay? Everybody knows they're pagan. So put that outside as well. Otherwise, you are not going to heaven. So put it out on the street and let people know, like, you're putting it out on the street. Like, you show everybody how heavenly and how godlike you are, okay? Preemptively put it outside. Also, one final thing, you don't have any need for worldly possessions. Subscribe to the Hasan broadcast. $6 a month or for free with a Twitch Prime if you have an Amazon Prime account. So definitely subscribe to the Piker Broadcasting Service on your way out, because that way I can move the non-believers to heaven as well. Okay, so yeah, there it is. That's praise be to Jesus.
Rapture his church here possibly within the next week, if not any day now. Don't forget to unlock your phone, because I know a lot of people are writing letters or maybe even just doing things on their phone, like in the notes and whatever. Unlock your phone. Like, I couldn't do that because I have bills to pay. I still need that information.
Feast of the Trumpets 2025. The feast on the wall has not yet begun, nor have the trumpets been played. Wait, but it says 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Didn't they cancel the Feast of the Trumpets this year or something? How is this not performative?
So I just wrote my phone, my code on a piece of paper with a little message, and I took a picture of it, and I made that the screensaver on my phone. I just want to encourage anyone who does believe in the rapture and you believe that it's going to happen soon to just be more bold about your faith. Wear your stuff like this, wear your Jesus shirts and all that.
Okay, I'm done. The devils are already here. They're just in New York City right now. Yeah, the United Nations, which is obviously, as everybody knows, what Kirk Cameron taught me, is the Antichrist. The United Nations is led by the Antichrist, and also Jewish people, which are also the Antichrist, or at least soldiers of the Antichrist, because they're triggering the rapture, which is somehow a good thing. See, this is what I don't understand. There is something so inconsistent about, like, the anti-Semitic pro-Israel slant that pro-Israel evangelical Zionists take, because, like, that approach doesn't make sense. It's the same thing that I don't understand about the Bible as well, where they'll be like, oh, the original sin, like, Jews killed Jesus, right? Like, this is something that they believe. So they're like, oh, you can't trust the Jews because they sold Jesus out because he was speaking the truth. As Tucker Carlson also said, hummus eaters, right? But what doesn't make sense to me is, like, isn't that a good thing? Like, that was supposed to happen, right? So why the fuck do you hate the Jews for triggering, Jesus Christ dying only to come back to earth, right? So that was like a big thing. And then 2, or that's not the original sin, whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm not a theologist. Okay, calm down. I'm just talking out of my ass. But I don't understand this concept, because on the one hand, they're like, oh, Jews are the chosen ones, right? They have to go to Israel. But also, they low-key believe that, like, Jews are up to satanic shit by triggering the rapture and then, like, aligning with the devil for building the temple. Like, they are not supposed to do that, but then also when they do that, it's a good thing because it triggers the rapture and it causes Jesus Christ to come back to earth. So I don't fucking understand. It doesn't make sense. Like, how can you on the one hand be like, you know, Jews are nefarious and working alongside the forces of Satan, but that in and of itself is also triggering the rapture, which is good. You know, I don't fully understand that. Are you seriously trying to figure out the logic to religion? Well, yes, because every moral system, no matter how stupid it might be, still has like an internal logic that makes sense. It's supposed to make sense. Either they're the villains or they're the good guys, right? And I don't understand it. I don't understand what it is. Anyway, the manga explains it. You got to read. What is it? Think of it like Christian accelerationism. Okay, but like, aren't they supposed to be pro-Jewish then? Like, you can't be like a Christian and then be like, I'm on the side of the satanic forces that will trigger the rapture and then align with the devil. It kind of doesn't make sense.